Calls in arrears and calls in advance. If the company accepts application and allots the shares to the person, he becomes a shareholder. After he becomes shareholder, he is liable to pay any money that is called on the shares. If he doesn't pay any money that is called on the shares, then that goes to calls in arrears. अब हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन है, एक तो जो पैसा मिला नहीं उसको उन्हीं अकाउंट में रखो, तो अगर अलॉटमेंट पे नहीं मिला तो अलॉटमेंट पे ही रखो, फर्स्ट कॉल पे नहीं मिला तो फर्स्ट कॉल अकाउंट में ही उसको बैलेंस रखो, या फिर उस बैलेंस को कॉल्स इन एरियर्स में ट्रांसफर कर दो। अच्छा क्या है, उसको तुरंत कॉल्स इन एरियर्स में ट्रांसफर कर देना, क्योंकि फिर वो कॉल्स इन एरियर्स हम लोग पेड अप कॉल्ड अप कैपिटल से माइनस करके पेड अप कैपिटल बैलेंस शीट में दिखा सकते। ओके, नाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड द कंसेप्ट, लेट अस टेक दिस एग्जांपल. Girish and company invited applications from 35,000 equity shares of 10 each, payable as 2.5 on application, 5 on allotment, and 2.5 on first and final call. Applications were received from 30,000 equity shares and pro rata allotment was made to all. All the money was duly received except first and final call on 2,500 equity shares. Now, issued was 25, but we have received subscription for 30,000 shares. 30,000 into 2.50, so total we have received 75,000. अब हम लोग इसको प्रो रेटा पे अलॉट करेंगे, तो 25,000 into 2.50 ही अलॉट होगा. $62,500 will only be allotted and 12,500 will be adjusted against allotment money. So allotment money is 25,000. How much is called an allotment? 5 rupees into 5. So 1,25,000 is called an allotment, minus you will adjust this 12,500 here. So an allotment you will only receive 1,12,500, क्योंकि ये प्रो रेटा बेसिस पे अलॉट हुआ है, तो जो एक्सेस मनी होगा वो अलॉटमेंट के अगेंस्ट एडजस्ट होगा. नाउ फर्स्ट एंड फाइनल कॉल 25,000 into 2.5, that is 62,500 is called, but the shareholders having 2,500 shares are not paying you anything. So 2,500 into 2.5, that is 6,250 is not received. So how much money you receive? 56,250. This is what you are going to receive. This total will be your bank balance. Okay, now let us pass the entries. Now entry for application money received is bank account debit, to equity share capital account. Is it a right entry? Bank account to equity share capital account, application account. It is not equity share capital account. क्योंकि कैपिटल को अभी तक जाएगा ही नहीं, अभी तो सिर्फ पैसे मिले हैं, अभी तक उसे एनालाइज करना है, देखना है कि कौन से एप्लीकेशन सही है, कौन से किसमें इंफॉर्मेशन पूरी भरी हुई है. The application forms which are not meeting the requirements may not be accepted. This is being application received. Now you will go to allotment. So it will be equity share application account debit. Better part is you start writing along with me. मैं जैसे लिख रही हूँ वैसे ही तुम लोग भी लिखो, तो वो आपको ज्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आएगा. तो टोटल एप्लीकेशन मनी is 75,000, out of which 62,500 will only go to capital account, to equity share capital account. to allotment account, क्योंकि excess money जो है वो allotment के against adjust होने वाला है, तो it will be to equity share allotment account. This is 12,500. This is being amount transferred to capital account and excess money adjusted against allotment. Or you can say being shares allotted. And excess amount adjusted against allotment. Now next. Allotment due. Equity share allotment account debit. Now how much is due on allotment? 25,000 pay. 5 rupees, 1,25,000. Now since allotment, it will be due first. So equity share capital account being allotment due. Now allotment received. Now as per our calculation, 12,500 is adjusted. So we will only receive 1,12,500. So it's bank account debit. To equity share allotment account. Being allotment money received because 12,500 is already adjusted. Now we will make due equity share final call. So this is on 25,000 shares, 2.5 or 2 rupees and 50 paise is demanded. So it is again 62,500. To equity share capital account. This is 62,500. Now the case is someone is not paying you the first and the final call. Someone is not paying you 6,250 and you will only receive 56,250. So the entry will be bank account debit calls in arrears account debit. To equity share first and final call account. It is 56,250. Calls in arrears is 6,250 and equity share final call is 75,000. sorry 62,500. This is calls in arrears. अब ये कॉल्स इन अरियर्स को ही ट्रांसफर करना है या फर्स्ट एंड फाइनल कॉल अकाउंट को दिखा देना है कि दिस इज फर्स्ट एंड फाइनल कॉल अकाउंट. दिस विल टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन द सम, बट गुड पार्ट इज you should transfer it to calls in arrears, and in balance sheet you should show this called up capital. टोटल किती आता called up capital इकडे 25,000 शेअर्स वरती 10 रुपये 2.5 लाख. So you should show total called up capital minus calls in arrears. Okay, this is how it will appear in balance sheet. So here, if we try to find out balance sheet, we have already received 75,000 on application, then 1,12,500 on allotment after adjusting application, and 56,250. The total 2,43,750 you have received, and 6,250 is in arrears. So if I have to show it in balance sheet, it will be shown like this. On the credit side or on the liabilities side, it is issued, subscribed, called up. Capital is 25,000 shares of ₹10 each. It is 2,50,000 less calls in arrears. 6,250. Outside it is 2,43,750, and that much amount has come in bank. Okay, so we will show it, and this is how it will get tallied. कॉल्स इन अरियर्स ला ट्रान्सफर करण्याचा आणखीन एक फायदा, वन मोर थिंग इज, एक तो आप उसे अच्छे से प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं बैलेंस शीट में, और दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, जब आपका शेयर फॉरफिट होंगे तो ये बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगा कॉल्स इन अरियर्स. ओके, कि फॉरफिचर के टाइम पे अरियर्स को यूज करना पड़ता है हमको, तो फिर ये अरियर्स में ही रहता है, तो वो अच्छे से हम लोग उसकी एंट्री पास कर सकते हैं. Calls in advance. Company may receive calls in advance. The amount paid by the shareholder of a company before a particular call is made is called as calls in advance. It is liability of the company and should be transferred to calls in advance account. It is adjusted with respect of the calls made in future. Till then, it is shown as liability in the balance sheet. Balance sheet में issued, subscribed, called up capital less calls in arrears, ये हो गया का paid up capital. उसके नीचे आएगा calls in advance separate account. Okay, now Archana Limited issues 10,000 shares of ₹10 each at payable as 12, 3 on application, 5 on allotment, 4 on first and final call. Applications were received for 8,000 shares only. Ketan, a holder of 400 shares, made the full payment at the time of allotment. मतलब उसने क्या किया, अलॉटमेंट के टाइम पे अलॉटमेंट के तो पैसे भरे, फर्स्ट एंड फाइनल कॉल के भी भर दिए. ओके, सो लेट अस सी हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू रिसीव दिस. You have issued 10,000 shares of 10 at ₹12. So premium worthy issue hai. But subscription is only received for 8,000 shares. So you have received application only for 8,000 shares. ₹3 on application. Then allotment is due ₹5 including premium of ₹2. So 8,000 into 5, that is 40,000, out of which premium is 8,000 into 2, that is 16,000, and 8,000 into 3 is capital, that is 24,000. Getting this? Premium ची value कशी काढली? How will you find out the value of premium? यहाँ पे उन्होंने बोला है ₹10 का शेयर है, 12 पे इश्यू कर रहे हैं. तो 2 रुपए क्या है? प्रीमियम. ओके. देन फर्स्ट एंड फाइनल कॉल is 32,000. Okay. 400 shareholders have already paid this here. So 400 जिसके पास शेयर्स है उसने ये 4 रुपए भी इधर ही भर दिए. ज्यादा हो गए होंगे पैसे. तो फर्स्ट एंड फाइनल कॉल के पैसे तो आपको पहले ही मिल गए. तो जब कॉल करेंगे तो पैसे कितने मिलेंगे हमको? 32,000 minus 1,600. 30,400. This you will receive on first and final call because 1,600 will be paid here only, and this is calls in advance. Now let us pass the entries. Now application received for 8,000 shares. What will be the entry? Bank account debit. To equity share. Application account. This is for 24,000 shares. Then this will be transferred to capital. So it is equity share application account debit. To equity share capital account. This will be transferred to capital. Only 8,000 is subscribed out of 10,000. So what are we going to do with the 2,000 shares which are not subscribed? We are not going to do anything with that. So subscribe ही नहीं किए तो उसके पैसे तो मिलेंगे नहीं. Now application is received and it is transferred. Now allotment due. So it will be equity share allotment account due. We also have premium here. It will be to equity share capital account to equity share premium account, or you may just write share premium account. You may not write to equity share premium. You may just write to share premium account. तो 2 रुपए प्रीमियम के हैं और 3 रुपए है कैपिटल के. So this is 40,000. This is 24,000 here. And this will be 16,000 here. This is premium due, allotment due. Now we'll receive. Now while receiving we have got bank account debit. पण आपल्याला excess पैसे मिळाले तिकडे because we have received advance 1,600. So on allotment you will not only receive this 40,000 but 1,600 also. So total amount received on allotment is 41,600. So it will be bank account debit 41,600 to share allotment account 40,000 to calls in advance account 1,600 because you have received calls in advance. Now first and final call due. First and final call is due for 4 rupees. So it will be equity share final call account or first and final call account debit. Total 8,000 share worth 432,000 is due to equity share capital account. But while receiving, you are receiving not total 32,600. Sorry, not total 32,000, but minus 1,600. So only 30,400. So it will be bank account due, bank account debit, calls in advance account debit, to equity share, final call account. It is 30,400, it is 1,600, it is 32,000. Done. This is how it works. Calls in advance. Actually, तो जब भी calls in advance मिलते हैं तो उस पे interest भी देना बनता है, depending upon how long are they with you. Okay. लेकिन वो आपके 12th के सिलेबस में नहीं है, तो हम लोग उसमें नहीं ध्यान देंगे. We'll do only up to this much. Yes, next concept is forfeiture of shares. Now, what is forfeiture? Whenever any shareholder has not paid any amount on any call, that is, if there is a call scenario, and if there are, there are two things. If company has already decided ki kiti calls arrears झाल्यानंतर आपण forfeit करणार आहे. So sometimes company decide that if there is arrear for one call, immediately you should forfeit. Or company may decide that let us give them time and then we'll decide to forfeit. Or they wait till the last call. If it is not paid, then they forfeit. So whatever has company decided, they will mention it there. Okay. So whenever shareholders are not paying any money on the calls, it will go to calls in arrears, and then it will be forfeited. The shares will be forfeited. Forfeited चा अर्थ काय झाला? They will in a way seize the shares. No, it's not buyback. Buyback is that you are going to give them the money and take the shares back. Forfeiture means आप उनसे shares तो वापस लेंगे, उन्होंने उस पे भरे हुए पहले के पैसे भी आप उनको वापस नहीं दोगे, and now they will not be your shareholders. Okay. When shares are forfeited, the share capital account is debited because now that shares are not in your paid up capital, with the amount called up to the date of forfeiture in respect of shares forfeited, and the credit will be given to share forfeiture account to the amount already received, and the respective unpaid calls in account or calls in arrears account will be credited by the same amount of calls in arrears. तो अगर ओरिजिनली शेयर्स आपने पार पे इश्यू किए होंगे तो फॉरफीचर की एंट्री क्या होती है? अगर शेयर्स issued at par are forfeited. Now in this case, entry will be equity share capital account debit. It will be debited by amount called up till forfeiture. तो जितनी बार उसको क्रेडिट दिया है उतनी अमाउंट से उसको डेबिट मिलेगा. नेक्स्ट इज टू share forfeiture account. This will be credited by amount received on share. And the last will go to calls in arrears, whatever amount is not received. Amount not received on shares. Okay. तो जितनी पैसे शेयर्स पे मिले हैं उतने से वो क्रेडिट हो जाएगा शेयर फॉरफीचर, और जितना एरियर्स है वो एरियर्स में जाएगा, और जितना कॉल्ड अप था कैपिटल पे उतने से कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट हो जाएगा. So suppose I take an example here that 10,000 shares were issued at par rupees 10. 400 shares failed to pay first and final call of rupees 4. तो अगर उन्होंने फर्स्ट और फाइनल कॉल नहीं की दिया है, इसका मतलब उन्होंने अलॉटमेंट और एप्लीकेशन दे दिया है. फर्स्ट एंड फाइनल कॉल अगर 4 रुपए का है तो अलॉटमेंट और एप्लीकेशन मिला के 6 रुपए हो गए. दैट दे हैव ऑलरेडी पेड. ओके, these shares are forfeited pass necessary entry. Now 10,000 shares were issued but 400 shares has not paid the first and final call of rupees 4 और अब आपको उसे फॉरफिट करना है. तो एंट्री क्या होगी? इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट. तो उन्होंने आज तक कितने अमाउंट कॉल किए शेयर पे? पूरे के पूरे 10 रुपए कॉल किए. Because first and final call is not paid, it means that application and allotment of 6 rupees is paid. Okay, so 4,000 will go to share capital. Share capital will be debited by that, so you are cancelling this share. 2 share forfeiture. फॉरफीचर को कितना गया? आज तक 6 रुपए मिले आपको शेयर्स पे, 2,400. 2 calls in arrears. If you have transferred it to arrears, if not, then if you will take equity share first and final call. So how much is remaining? 600. This is your entry for forfeiture. Okay. Now suppose originally the shares were issued at discount. When we are forfeiting, we'll cancel the discount. So if originally they were issued at par, we have already seen. We'll see the case when originally they were issued at discount. When the forfeited shares originally being issued at a discount, the discount on issue of share should be credited, that is, it should be cancelled at the time of forfeiture. तो जितना भी डिस्काउंट है वो कैंसिल हो जाएगा. आपकी एंट्री होगी शेयर कैपिटल, 2 calls in arrears, 2 discount on issue of shares, 2 share forfeiture. Share capital will be debited by the total called up money. Calls in arrears, whatever are the arrears. Discount, whatever discount you have given, and to share forfeiture, whatever amount you received on that share. Okay, so let us take an example here. Shares originally issued at discount rupees 2 per share. $400 shares are forfeited for non-payment of first call rupees 2 and final call rupees 1 is not yet made by company. So you have till now only made first call. 1 रुपया शेयर्स पे आप लोगों ने मांगा ही नहीं है. Shares are originally issued at discount of rupees 2. Face value is rupees 10. तो इसका मतलब 10 रुपए का शेयर है. फर्स्ट कॉल 2 रुपए का है जो उसने पे नहीं किया, फाइनल कॉल 1 रुपए का है जो अभी तक कंपनी ने ही मांगा नहीं, तो 3 रुपए तो इधर ही चले गए, बचे 7 रुपए। 7 रुपए में से 2 रुपए तो डिस्काउंट है, तो 5 रुपए ही आप आज तक आपको मिले हैं एप्लीकेशन अलॉटमेंट पे। ओके, अब हम लोग 400 शेयर्स फॉरफिट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि उन्होंने फर्स्ट कॉल 2 रुपए का दिया ही नहीं है। तो हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल account, you have 400 shares. To all 10 rupees we have called? No, we have only called till 9 rupees. 1 rupee final call is not yet made. The total 3,600. 2 calls in arrears 400, तो आपने फर्स्ट कॉल नहीं भरा है 800 रुपए का. To discount on issue of share, because the discount originally given at the time of issue will be cancelled now. So to discount on issue of share will be 400 into 2, that is 800. Discount is cancelled. And how much is received on this shares? Only 5 rupees. So 2 share forfeiture. 400 into 5, that is 2000. This is your entry. So if the shares were originally issued at discount, when we are forfeiting it, we will cancel that discount. But with premium, it is a bit different. Now, if we have to forfeit the shares which were originally issued at premium, here there are two things. If premium is received full, then you will not cancel the premium. But if premium is not fully received, then the premium will also be cancelled. सीधी सी बात है, अगर ओरिजिनली आपने प्रीमियम पे इशू किया है और आपको पूरा प्रीमियम मिल चुका है, तो प्रीमियम कैंसिल नहीं होगा, प्रीमियम वापस नहीं जाएगा और ना ही वो शेयर फॉरफिचर को जाएगा. It will remain in share premium account. But if you have not received entire premium or no premium at all, then it will get cancelled, and then whatever amount you have received, it will go to share forfeiture. So where the forfeited shares were originally being issued at premium and premium on forfeited shares has already been received, and a share premium account will be debited, because once the premium is received, law does not allow to refund or cancel the premium. But if the premium on shares has not been received because it is formed part of the installment which remain unpaid, the premium on shares will be debited. The journal entry is as follows. So if premium is received, then you will follow the same entry that we have passed when the shares were issued at par. यही एंट्री पास होगी अगर प्रीमियम पूरी तरह से मिल चुका है तो. ओके, और अगर प्रीमियम नहीं मिला है पूरी तरह से, मतलब पार्ट मिला है या फिर फुल्ली नॉट रिसीव्ड है, तो फॉरफिचर की एंट्री होगी इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट. This will be face value of the shares, share premium account, to share forfeiture account, to calls in arrears account. This entry will pass only when the premium is partly or fully not received. If premium is fully received, then we will not have the share premium here. अगर प्रीमियम आपको पूरी तरह से मिल गया है तो ये नहीं आएगा. Okay, let us take an example. Okay, instead of taking this whole example, I'll just take a small example where we'll pass only the entries of forfeiture, और textbook के जो examples है वो हम लोग बाद में करें. So suppose 1000 shares are forfeited for non payment of first call 3 rupees and final call 1 rupee. It is 1000 shares of rupees 10 issued at rupees 12, premium included in allotment money, and the shares are forfeited because first call 3 rupees and final call 1 rupee is not paid. It means 4 rupees are not paid. So it means 6 rupees are already received on the shares, and the premium is also fully received on the shares. ओके अगर फर्स्ट कॉल और फाइनल कॉल मिला के 4 रुपए उन्होंने नहीं पे किए हैं तो 6 रुपए उन्होंने पे कर दिए हैं, प्लस उन्होंने 2 रुपए प्रीमियम के भी पे कर दिए हैं. तो अब एंट्री क्या होगी? इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट. It is you have called 1000 into 10, all you have called 10,000 rupees. Because we have already received the premium here, so we will not cancel the share premium account. तो उन्होंने कॉल किए 10 रुपए पूरे, प्रीमियम तो हम लोग कैंसिल नहीं करेंगे. इसमें शेयर फॉरफीचर में चले जाएंगे, जितना पैसा मिला उतना, तो उतना 1000 रुपए पे 6 रुपए मिल गए आपको. और एरियर्स कितने हैं? हजार रुपए पे 4 रुपए एरियर्स है, क्योंकि फर्स्ट का 3 रुपए का और फाइनल कॉल 1 रुपए का मिला ही नहीं है. तो दिस इज योर एंट्री बिकॉज यू हैव ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड द प्रीमियम. ओके, लेकिन अगर ये प्रीमियम नहीं मिला होता, अगर उसने अलॉटमेंट पे भी पैसे नहीं दिए होते, तो एंट्री क्या आती? I'll change this sum to some extent and I'll write down in the above sum, if the shares are forfeited for non-payment of allotment first and final call, pass the entries. अब अगर अलॉटमेंट के पैसे नहीं मिले हैं तो प्रीमियम भी तो नहीं मिला है, तो अभी तक कितना कॉल किया होगा? इसका मतलब सिर्फ एप्लीकेशन मिला है. एंड विल कंसिडर दैट allotment was for rupees 4. So 2 rupees must be premium, 2 rupees must be for capital. So we have called till now all 10 rupees. So it will be equity share capital. 1000 शेयर पे पूरे 10 रुपए मांग लिए, लेकिन पेमेंट नहीं हुई है अलॉटमेंट से, ये 10,000. शेयर प्रीमियम क्योंकि मिला ही नहीं है तो कैंसिल हो जाएगा. तो 1000 शेयर पे 2 रुपए का प्रीमियम, 2000 कैंसिल हो गया. ओके. 2 शेयर फॉरफीचर. अब अलॉटमेंट भी नहीं मिला है 2 रुपए 4 रुपए का, और 4 रुपए में 2 रुपए कैपिटल के है, 2 रुपए प्रीमियम के है. ओके, तो अलॉटमेंट में 2 रुपए कैपिटल के है, फाइनल कॉल में 3 रुपए है, ये 1 है, तो ये इधर ही 6 हो गए. तो एप्लीकेशन होगा 4 रुपए का. तो आपको आज तक सिर्फ 1000 रुपए पे 4 रुपए ही मिले हैं, तो 4000. and 2 calls in arrears, how much arrears we have received? See, 6 rupees on capital is not paid and 2 rupees of premium are also not paid. So total we have not got 4 rupees on allotment, 3 rupees on first call. So 7 rupees and 8 rupees, total 8 rupees arrears hai. This will be your entry. So if premium is not received, then we will cancel the premium. If premium is received, then once premium received is never cancelled by. अगर प्रीमियम पार्टली रिसीव हुआ तो भी वो कैंसिल हो जाता है. ये जनरली प्रोरेटा में होगा कि अगर प्रोरेटा अलॉटमेंट हो रहा है और प्रीमियम पार्टली रिसीव्ड है पार्टली नहीं है, क्योंकि पहले प्रोरेटा अलॉटमेंट में जो अमाउंट आप एडजस्ट करोगे और अगर वो प्रीमियम पे इश्यू है तो आप पहले प्रीमियम निकाल लोगे उससे. अगर प्रीमियम पार्टली ही रिसीव्ड हो गया है तो वहां पे प्रीमियम कैंसिल होगा और जितना भी पैसा भरा है सब फॉरफीचर में चला जाएगा. नाउ आफ्टर फॉरफीचर व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू डू? If the shares are forfeited, then they can be reissued. Definitely for reissuing there is some formalities that a company will follow. So let us see what is reissue. Reissue of forfeited shares. The director can reissue the forfeited share either at par, premium or at discount. Usually reissued as fully paid and they are issued at a discount. However, the amount of discount allowed on reissue should not exceed the amount which has already been received in respect of these shares on their original issue, and the same should be debited to share forfeiture account. In case all forfeited shares are reissued, the balance on forfeiture is transferred to capital reserve. तो पहली बात क्या, forfeited shares reissue हो सकते हैं? हाँ, एक लीगल प्रोसीडिंग फॉलो करनी पड़ती है और अगर वो फॉलो हो गई तो forfeited shares को भी reissue किया जा सकता है. reissue करते वक्त हम लोग उसे पार, प्रीमियम या डिस्काउंट पे reissue कर सकते हैं, लेकिन reissue of share forfeited shares at premium is a very rare phenomena. एक तो पार पे रीइश्यू होगा या मेजॉरिटी टाइम्स ये डिस्काउंट पे रीइश्यू होगा, और द अमाउंट ऑफ अ डिस्काउंट कैन नॉट एक्सीड मोर देन द शेयर फॉरफीचर अकाउंट. और ये जो रीइश्यू के टाइम का डिस्काउंट है ये हम लोग फॉरफीचर से कॉम्पनसेट कर लेंगे. सो इफ आई एम रीइश्यूइंग अ शेयर, then whatever is the discount, it will be taken from forfeiture. Let us take this illustration 13. Company forfeited ₹1,000 share of 10 each for non-payment of a final call ₹2. All forfeited shares were reissued at ₹6 per share fully paid. What do you mean by this? 1,000 shares of 10 each are forfeited because final call of ₹2 is not paid. So let us pass the entry of forfeiture. Entry will be equity share capital. 1,000 शेयर पे पूरे 10 रुपए मांग लिए थे तो 10,000. प्रीमियम तो था ही नहीं. 2 शेयर फॉरफीचर. 2 रुपए फाइनल कॉल का नहीं दिया, इसका मतलब 8 रुपए आपको पहले ही मिल चुका है. तो 1000 शेयर पे 8 रुपए आपको पहले ही मिल चुका है, 8,000. और कॉल सिनेरियर्स में कितना जाएगा? 2,000. Now we are reissuing these shares. They have said all forfeited shares were reissued at ₹6 per share fully paid. It means you are only going to get 6 rupees per share from the new shareholder. Remaining 4 rupees will be adjusted against forfeiture. Okay, fully paid म्हणजे काय? Those 1,000 share will be shown as ₹10, क्योंकि ₹10 ही called up था तो ₹10 paid up करके ही हम लोग उसे दिखाएंगे. लेकिन लेते वक्त हम लोग बायर से कितना लेंगे? सिर्फ 6 रुपया. तो बायर देते वक्त आपको रीइश्यू में कितना देगा? बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट 1,000 शेयर पे वो सिर्फ 6 रुपए ही देगा आपको, 6,000. लेकिन आप शेयर कैपिटल को ₹10,000 चार्ज करेंगे और ये 4,000 का गैप कैसे ब्रीच करेंगे? ये यहां से आएगा. शेयर फॉरफीचर अकाउंट, ये जो डिस्काउंट है वो हम लोग यहाँ से चार्ज करेंगे। ओके, अब शेयर फॉरफीचर में पूरा 8,000 रुपए गया था, 4,000 आपने यूज कर लिए, जितने शेयर्स फॉरफिट किए थे उतने पूरे री इश्यू कर दिए, तो अब शेयर फॉरफीचर में 4,000 का बैलेंस बचेगा। दिस विल बी ट्रांसफर टू कैपिटल रिजर्व। सो एंट्री विल बी शेयर फॉरफीचर debit to capital reserve account. Okay, so now we have forfeited the shares, we have reissued. Now you should understand this concept here. For ₹6 as fully paid up means you will show the shares to be ₹10 paid up. 6 rupees आप मांगोगे, 4 रुपए आप शेयर फॉरफीचर से एडजस्ट करोगे। नहीं, ते 4,000च आहे, ते that is wrong. In textbook this is wrong. 5,000, 5 is wrongly written. 4,000, 4,000. Are we getting this? This is how we are going to reissue the shares. Okay, अगर मेरा डिस्काउंट, मैं जितना डिस्काउंट दे रही हूँ वो अगर 8,000 से बड़ा है तो मैं वो डिस्काउंट दे ही नहीं सकती। The maximum discount that I can give at the time of reissue is 8,000. I cannot give any discount more than 8,000 because how am I going to compensate? I don't have any other way. 8,000 तक मैं यूज कर सकती हूँ। ओके, अगर ये फॉरफिटेड शेयर्स 1,000 है और 500 ही रीइश्यू हो रहे हैं तो एंट्री 500 के हिसाब से होगी रीइश्यू की। फाइन, सपोज इन द सेम एग्जांपल उन्होंने बोला है कि 500 ही शेयर्स रीइश्यू हुए, ओनली 500 शेयर्स आर रीइश्यूड at ₹6 as fully paid up. तो ये तो पहली एंट्री हो जाएगी जो है वैसी, ये जो एंट्रीज है इसकी अमाउंट बदल जाएगी, ये एंट्रीज थोड़ी अलग होगी। तो पहली एंट्री तो हो गई फॉरफीचर की, दूसरी हम लोग बस 500 ही शेयर्स रीइश्यू कर रहे हैं, तो बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट, इट विल बी 500 into 6, that is 3,000. Share forfeiture debit, it will be 500 into 4, that is 2,000. Now we should be very particular here कि 10,000 शेयर्स के लिए शेयर फॉरफीचर अकाउंट है 8,000 का, तो 500 शेयर्स के लिए कितना होगा ये 4,000 का। तो इन 500 शेयर्स पे जो भी डिस्काउंट दिया जा रहा है वो मैक्सिमम 4,000 तक ही होना चाहिए। ओके, तो ये हो गया। एंड 2 इक्विटी शेयर, कैपिटल अकाउंट 5,000, 500 शेयर्स इश्यू किए हम लोगों ने 10 रुपए पे। नाउ द रिमेनिंग बैलेंस ऑफ फॉरफीचर, 500 शेयर्स ही रीइश्यू हुए हैं, 4,500 शेयर का फॉरफीचर है, उसमें से 2,000 हम लोगों ने डिस्काउंट के लिए यूज कर लिए, बचे कितने 2,000। ये 2,000 ही सिर्फ कैपिटल रिजर्व को जाएंगे, बिकॉज रिमेनिंग आप लोग बोलोगे अरे नहीं 2,000 नहीं, ये तो 6,000 बचे, लेकिन ये 1,000 में से सिर्फ 500 ही शेयर्स इश्यू हुए, री इश्यू हुए, बाकी के 500 शेयर्स तो री इश्यू होने बाकी है, तो इनके 4,000 हम लोग अलग से रख देंगे। ये जो 500 शेयर्स री इश्यू हुए है उसका जो 4,000 था उसमें से 2,000 का डिस्काउंट एडजस्ट हुआ, रिमेनिंग 2,000 विल गो टू कैपिटल रिजर्व and this 4,000 will appear in share forfeiture till these remaining 500 shares are reissued. नाही झाले तर ते तसंच बॅलन्स दिसत राहील तिकडे, पण तो आपण कॅपिटल रिझर्वला ट्रान्सफर करायचा नाही जोपर्यंत ते शेअर्स रिइश्यूला निघत नाहीये. So now here I will pass the entry for capital reserve, that is share forfeiture account debit 2,000 to capital reserve account 2,000, and share forfeiture will show a balance of 4,000, which will be shown in liabilities credit side at 4,000. It means that the remaining shares are not yet reissued. Is that clear? It's very important part. आपको सबसे ज्यादा मार्क्स इसके मिलेंगे, कैपिटल रिजर्व के.